key elements of multimedia in teaching basic science and mathematics. Welcome to Unit 2. In this unit, we discuss about the key elements of multimedia and how to select appropriate multimedia elements for specific learning objectives. This unit will outline the contribution of each of the multimedia key elements to the overall effectiveness of multimedia content in teaching mathematics and basic science. By focusing on key elements of multimedia, mathematics and basic science teachers can create an environment that engages and motivates learners for better learning outcomes. In Unit 2, we will cover the following learning outcomes: explain the key elements of multimedia in teaching mathematics and basic science, and select appropriate multimedia elements for specific learning objectives in teaching mathematics and basic science. In multimedia context, various media elements are integrated seamlessly, enabling users to interact with and navigate through the content. For example, teaching a concept in mathematics and basic science, the teacher can use multimedia presentation that may include text to convey ideas, images, or graphics to illustrate concepts and skills, audio or music to enhance the mood, and videos or animations to provide dynamic visuals. Multimedia involves the integration of these key elements to create an interactive and engaging content. The key elements of multimedia in teaching basic science and mathematics. Text. Text is one of the foundational elements of multimedia. It can be used to provide information, convey messages, or guide the learners through the multimedia experience. Text is often combined with other media elements to enhance understanding and engagement. This includes written content such as headlines, captions, and body text. Text is used to provide information and context to the multimedia presentation. Graphics and images. These are visual elements that are used to enhance the overall appeal of multimedia content. They can be photographs, illustrations, icons or charts, and graphs. Graphics and images help in conveying emotions, representing data visually, and creating visual interests. Audio. Audio elements include sound effects, music, narration, voice recordings, or voice-overs. They are used to enhance the multimedia experience and provide narration, add background music, or create sound effects to enhance the multimedia experience. Audio can greatly enhance the emotional impact of multimedia content. Audio elements also engage the audience's sense of hearing. Video. Videos are moving images that are used to demonstrate concepts, ideas, skills, processes, tell stories, or show products. They can include animations, recorded footage, or a combination of both. Videos are effective in conveying complex ideas and capturing audience attention. Video elements also include live action footage, animations, or a combination of both. They can add a dynamic and interactive element to multimedia content. Animations. Animations are moving visual elements that can be created through computer-generated graphics, special effects, or stop-motion techniques. They add dynamism and interactivity to multimedia presentations and are commonly used in videos, games, and interactive websites. Interactivity. Interactivity refers to the ability of users to actively engage with the multimedia content. This can involve features like clickable buttons, hyperlinks, quizzes, animations, or interactive games and other interactive features. Interactivity allows users to control the flow of information and personalize their experience. Interactive elements allow users to engage with multimedia content and participate in the experience. Interactivity also increases the user's engagement and provide a more customized experience. User interface. The user interface is the design and layout of the multimedia content that allows users to interact with it. It includes navigation menus, buttons, sliders, and other elements that facilitate user control and interaction. A visually appealing and well-organized layout can make it easier for users to understand the content and navigate through it. Effective use of color, typography, and visual hierarchy can also enhance the user experience. Integration. Integration is the process of combining different media elements and technologies to create a cohesive multimedia presentation. It ensures that all the elements work together harmoniously to deliver the intended message or experience. Compatibility. Media elements should be compatible with the devices and platforms on which they are viewed. This includes considerations such as file formats, screen sizes, and mobile responsiveness. Ensuring compatibility across different devices and platforms allows for a broader reach and a better user experience. These key elements of multimedia can work together to create engaging, exciting, and captivating experiences for the learners. Whether it's a website, presentation, video, or interactive game, the effective use of these elements can greatly enhance the impact and appeal of multimedia content in teaching of mathematics and basic science for effective learning outcomes. Now that we have explained more about the key elements of multimedia, let us look at appropriate multimedia elements for specific learning objectives in the teaching of basic science and mathematics. Selecting media and technologies is a complex process involving a very wide range of interacting variables. The section model, however, is a framework that can help teachers make effective decisions about the selection and use of multimedia for teaching and learning a particular concept in either basic science or mathematics. It stands for students, ease of use, cost, teaching functions, interaction, organizational issues, networking, security, and privacy. The multimedia elements should be appropriate for the age, grade level, and learning styles of the students. The multimedia elements should be easy to use and navigate. Cost. The multimedia elements should be cost-effective and within the budget. Teaching functions. The multimedia elements should align with the learning objectives and enhance the teaching functions. Interaction. The multimedia elements should promote interaction and engagement among students. Organizational issues. The multimedia elements should be organized in a logical and coherent manner. Networking. The multimedia elements should be compatible with the network infrastructure. Security and privacy. The multimedia elements should adhere to security and privacy policies. Furthermore, you can consider the following when selecting appropriate multimedia elements for specific learning objectives in teaching basic science and mathematics. 1. Consider the scope and coverage of the topic. 2. Determine what learners will read, explore, view, hear, experience, or create. 3. Ensure that materials and media support are aligned with the stated learning objectives. Here are some examples of multimedia elements that can be used to teach some concepts in basic science and mathematics. Weather and climate. Videos. Videos are a great way to engage students and help them visualize complex concepts. For example, you can use videos to explain the water cycle, the greenhouse effect, and other weather and climate-related topics. Infographics. You can use infographics to explain the different types of clouds, the causes of climate change, and other weather and climate-related topics. Interactive simulations. For example, you can use interactive simulations to demonstrate how changes in temperature affect atmospheric pressure, or how changes in atmospheric pressure affect wind patterns. Games. Games are a fun way to engage students while teaching them about weather and climate. For example, you can use games to teach students about extreme weather events or the impact of human activities on the environment. Real-time data. Real-time data can be used to help students understand how weather and climate are measured and monitored. For example, you can use real-time data to show students how temperature, humidity, wind speed, and other weather variables change over time. Measures of central tendency. Videos can be used to explain the concept of measures of central tendency in an engaging and interactive way. For example, a video can show how to calculate the mean, median, and mode of a data set using real-world examples. Interactive games. Interactive games can be used to make learning about measures of central tendency fun and engaging. For example, a game can ask students to calculate the mean, median, or mode of a dataset and provide feedback on their answers. Infographics. Infographics can be used to visually represent the different measures of central tendency and how they are calculated. For example, an infographic can show how to calculate the mean, median, and mode using a step-by-step process. Real-world examples. Real-world examples can be used to show students how measurements of central tendencies are used in everyday life. For example, a teacher can use data from a survey to calculate the mean, median, and mode and show how these measurements can be used to interpret the data. In this video, we have looked at key elements of multimedia and how to select appropriate multimedia elements for specific learning objectives in teaching basic science and mathematics. This brings us to the end of this video.